Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Yankees today is Steve Rogers, whose record is 2-1 with a 3.77 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dan Petry, whose record is 1-1 with a 3.09 ERA. Okay, a lot of things going on today, personally and with the game. So we're going to try to fit in as much as we possibly can today. First and foremost, we won yesterday's ball game in 17 innings. It was a long ball game. I believe it tied the record for Baseball Mogul with the 17 innings. I can tell you exactly the game it was. It was in the very first series of 1980, Game 13. And I remember that because it was only the 13th video I'd ever done using this editing software. And I didn't know how to handle, a super long game editing. And so I opted to not upload it. I was like, who's going to watch this? Who's going to watch 60 minutes of me playing a video game? And little did I know that a lot of people will watch it if you have a good product and it's fun and entertaining. So I didn't even upload that video. So if you look at my 1980 playlist, you'll see there is no Game 13. And that's not because it's unlucky. It was because it went 17 innings and I just didn't think that anyone would want to watch it or listen to me babble on for, 60 minutes about a fake baseball game. I did not do that, but we did prevail in the bottom of the 17th inning. Lou Whitaker had a base hit to score the winning run. We gave the player of the game to Kevin Bass because he had 4 hits. But in actuality, as Julio L. mentioned in yesterday's comments, that actually it should have been Roy Thomas, and he's absolutely right. Roy Thomas pitched 3 2/3 innings to get the win. When we did have any pitchers left, he did not give up a hit. He did not give up a walk. So in lieu of that, I would rightly switch it to Roy Thomas. But, what's done is done, and we have to move along. Secondly, today, we are giving away the 1989 Paul Gibson crotch grab card. And there is a bonus prize with this contest. I am also giving away the 1983 Brainiac Baseball Jeremy DeYoung created the Creeper card that we had created for the game. I don't have a visual here to show you, but when we go to the game here, I can show you in our pitching, even though Paul Gibson's in the minors. It's this card, his rookie for us, the Creeper from Paul Gibson. So this card I have, an actual physical copy of. If you're new to the channel, you may not have known, but we had a 20-card series created, available for purchase on Mercari for $20, and all proceeds go to Jeremy DeYoung, the artist that created us. I don't make any money off that. So I'm just saying, if you're interested in buying that series from last year, I have 1 set left. And I think I could have more created if there were more needed. But so that will be added. We're going to give this card away and the Creeper card in the 7th inning stretch of today's ball game. So stay tuned for that. We have 6 lucky contestants. We'll shuffle up the wheel and we'll give that away. So there's that. And the last and final thing I mentioned yesterday during the Seattle Pilots what if scenario game, as we're closing out that season, we will not do a video for that today because I will be having a live interview. I don't think it's going to be live, but I'll have an interview with CBS News. Rebecca Taylor is coming to my house to do an interview with me on human trafficking and the incident that I had with my vehicle that is currently impounded by Border Patrol. Yeah, kind of a mess. If you didn't know, now you know. So that's why I'm doing 2 videos a day, because I have all the time in the world. All right, so a lot going on. let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We also gave away to Don T. He was the lucky winner. He guessed the closest for the 1969 San Diego Padres win total. And he will win the 1975 Topps contract, the baseball card contract that Dave Roberts, #1 overall pick by the Padres, signed. It was his second contract as a major leaguer. They have people sign 2-year deals with Topps, at least back in the 70s. And that's an actual document that we gave away. Don T is the winner, so congrats to Don T. Now, we've got a little bit of a problem today with our bullpen. Only 3 arms are available. Everybody pitched yesterday. So Dave Smith, Carl Willis, Dave Gumpert, all righties are all we have for our bullpen today. So we're going to need Dan Petry to go give us 6 innings. Absolutely, 100% faux show. And Dan Petry, the current Yankees are batting .217 against him in 74 plate appearances. Here's our lineup for today's game. We got Chet Lemon back in there in center field after having a day off. Also, George Brett he was off yesterday. So George Brett did not play in that marathon. He is back in there today. Okay. Otherwise, it's all the regular guys against Steve Rogers. Let's take a look at the official lineup rundown for the Yankees. They have all of their regular guys in there as well. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Willie Randolph. Batting second at shortstop is Ozzie Smith. Batting third at left field is Steve Kemp. Batting cleanup in right field is Danny TARTABULL. Batting fifth and catching is Ron HASSEY. Batting sixth at first base is Dennis Worth. Batting seventh in center field is Ruppert Jones. Batting eighth and DHing is Oscar Gamble. And batting ninth, playing third base, is Toby HARRAH. Okay, we've got Dan Petry on the mound today. He is now officially our ace, as Jack Morris, his injury expires today. He will be our #2 starter. We basically just pushed him back a day. So he will not miss a start, but he will now be our #2 pitcher in the rotation, at least until we get to the All-Star break, I guess. All right, so Petry's making his 5th start. He's 1-1 with a 3.09 ERA, only 10 strikeouts in 23 1/3 innings. Opponents are batting .295 against him this year, much worse than last year. No complete games yet. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. He's got 4 pitches. The fastball is great. Slider, just above average. A couple other secondary pitches just below average. Overall, an 89. The 25-year-old righty goes to free agency in 1986. Looking at his log, he won his first game in his last start against Boston, going 5 1/3, giving up 2 runs on 8 hits, only striking out 2. Like I said, we're going to have to force him to go 6 innings today, whether he likes it or not. Yes, could our bullpen go multiple innings? They could, but then we would be out them for the next series, opener versus Milwaukee at County Stadium. Here's our defense. Looking good. Everybody where they should be. Kirk Gibson's been allowing a lot of singles to drop in front of him lately, and so I'm a little concerned about that. Otherwise, George Brett's got those 6 errors already at third base with a fielding percentage well under 900. That's just ridiculously bad. And Willie Randolph leading off. The interesting thing about yesterday's ball game is I think the Yankees only had 10 hits in those 17 innings, so a lot of their batting averages dropped. And I think maybe that's why the game went down the way it did. It was kind of the leveling of the Yankees' batting averages. Maybe we'll get a little bit more of that today. Here's Willie Randolph leading off against Dan Petry. Full count. And he does something. Strikes out! Okay. We'll take his leadoff strikeout. Randolph's average under 400. 1 down. Ozzie Smith at the plate. His average is still hovering over 400. A ground ball to Whitaker at second, and Sweetloo tosses out. Number 2, 2 down, and Steve Kemp at the plate. Kemp, former MVP, lines it to center. It will fall in. That might be 2 or more. Kemp will get a double. His hot start continues. His 8th double of the year. We have not had a back-to-back MVP yet. He could be a candidate. Kemp in scoring position for Danny TARTABULL. Lowest batting average on the team, technically, 264. 4 home runs, a 1-2 count to TARTABULL. And TARTABULL pops up that sinker. I guess it was a curve. And George Brett makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at our lineup rundown. Batting leadoff. Playing left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting second. At first base is Greg Brock. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup and DHing is Ken Smith. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth at second base is Lou Whitaker. Batting seventh at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting ninth in center field is Chester Lemon. Okay, Steve Rogers is the pitcher for the Yankees today. Signed as a free agent in the offseason. He's making over $2 million. The Yankees were buying up everybody in the offseason. He makes the rotation. That took Scott Sanderson out, who came over from the Cubbies, I believe, and pushed him into the AAA level. A good pitcher in his time. You'll see he won 23 games in our first sim season as Montreal made the playoffs that year. He went 0-1 in the NLCS, and he's been a double-digit guy since then, but not starting any more than 29 games in those 3 seasons, given that 81 was the strike-shortened year. So he's struggled with injuries. The Yankees paid him the big bucks. He's 2-1 this year for the Yanks. With a 3.77 ERA, he doesn't walk many. 23 strikeouts in 28 and 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .279 against him. He does have a complete game already this year. Not much of a fastball, I guess. Ground ball percentage is 48.5%. A 5-pitch pitcher, I don't know about that. Sinker at a rating of 90, that's very good. And a fastball at 83. Slider is decent. A couple other pitches that are off speed and don't really matter much. Overall, an 87, the 34-year-old righty. Won't go to free agency for a while. 1987, in fact. Okay, so looking at his log, he does have a complete game. That was in his last start versus Baltimore. He's gone over 100 pitches each start. He threw a complete game, giving up 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and he got his second win. So maybe we have a little bit more luck today against him since he just went 9. I'm always looking for the edge. And here is their defense. I mean, it looks bad on paper. They did have 2 errors yesterday. Kemp and Randolph. Randolph had the big one in the 9th inning that allowed us to tie it up and set the game into extra innings. First and third below league average, not to mention Danny TARTABULL out in the right field. You can steal on Ron HASSEY. I believe he's a 76 rating for an arm. Okay, here we go. Kirk Gibson leading off versus Steve Rogers. Gibby flying out to center field. Average has dropped down to 256, and he has not hit a home run since whenever it was that he hit the first home run of the season. I guess that was game 2. 1 down. Greg Brock's up. I mean, you could say that all of we had 12 hits in yesterday's game, so we didn't fare much better than the Yankees. Brock strikes out. We gave Brett the day off. I think he was grateful not to get in on that 17-inning marathon. He grounds out to Randolph for out number 3. We're going to the top of the second with Ron HASSEY leading off. He's 3 for 9 with a couple of walks against Dan Petry. Crap. HASSEY just went deep. Pulls it into the right field short porch. His second home run on the year, and it's 1-0 New York. All right, Dennis Worth is up, and he lines it right at Greg Brock. If that had got by him, that would have been a double for sure. Nice snag. 1 out. Here's Ruppert Jones. It's nice to see Ruppert playing every day. A ground ball base hit. I like it less now that he's on first. All right, Ruppert on first. Lefties look like they're going to have a day. KEMP had a hit. HASSEY went deep, and Jones has a single. Ozzie did bat left-handed, but he was out. All right, runner on first. Here's Oscar Gamble. We got his average under 300. There's a ground ball to short. Can we turn 2? Yes. 6-4-3 double play. We're going to the bottom of the second. Yankees are out in front on the HASSEY dong. Ken Smith leading off. Smith. Ground ball to Oz. You know he's going to be out. 1 down. What I love about Ozzie Smith, I noticed this when I was doing a little pregame research. If you look at his defense, this guy can play anywhere. He didn't do that in real life, as far as I know. But he can play anywhere, and really including center field, but he would be a liability there. And I'm like, well, has he played anywhere? He has. He's played, not this year, but the previous sim seasons. He's played a right field, second base, first base. Wow. He really has. The game has utilized him in other positions. That didn't happen in real life as far as I can remember. As Glenn Wilson steps up here. Full count. But I do like the game that the game does that. It recognizes that he's got a great defensive skill set and that he can be valuable to the Yankees in that way, giving other players a day off. So not realistic as in real life, but also like a clever turn on what the players are available to do here. Okay, so that's another 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers. I think we're definitely in trouble today. Here's Petry facing HARRAH. HARRAH, a definite thorn in our side this year in the 6 games that we've played. A ground ball to short, and TRAMMELL out number 1. Back to the top of the lineup with Willie Randolph. Randolph 0 for 1 today, but there's a base hit to left. Oh, and he's thrown out by Gibby at second. Wow, an outfield assist to Gibby. I think because he's got such a terrible all of our outfielders have an assist now. Because he has such a terrible arm, I think it's one of those situations where people are going to run and eventually he's going to get his, He had 5 last year in 94 games. 3 in 109, and then back in 81. I don't think we were playing him that much because he wasn't very good, rating-wise. And I think he was DHing a lot back then. So good job by Gibby. 2 down. Here is Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. Fly ball to right for out number 3. Glenn Wilson making the catch. Going to the bottom of the third. Alan Trammell leading off. We need somebody to get on base. There's a base hit to right. That'll get it done. Do we want to go for 2? I really, really do. But I think we need to trust that we're ready to come around here. Let's hit and run with Terry Kennedy. Kennedy batting .327, 2 home runs. Makes me feel good about not having to worry about Lance Parrish. And a base hit to right. There's a little bit of delay in my side here. I didn't know what happened there. Didn't even hear the sound of the bat on the ball. Kennedy singles to right field. It's first and third. Nobody out. We're going to go on contact. Chet Lemon has only 7 RBI this year, the lowest of any regular in the lineup. 2-2 count. A fly ball to center field. That will definitely get a run in. Ruppert Jones has a good arm, but Trammell will tag and score. Kennedy will hold, and it's 1-1. Manufacturing the runs. We like that. Here's Gibby. I noticed Gibby's overall rating is right at 80. And I don't know, like, that's not terrible. But I wonder if that's contributing to his lack of success here in the latter part of April. Full count to Brock. Oh, the Brock Ness monster! Right center field shot. A 2-run home run. That is Brock's 3rd of the year. Tied for the team lead. Leading the team in batting average. And the Tigers are on top 3-1. Steve Rogers is reeling. You can't call him Captain America because he played all those years for Montreal. And a lineup by Brett for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. Petry's doing all right. He's giving up the hits to the lefties primarily. Here's Steve Kemp. He's 1 for 1 today. And he walks Kemp. Yeah, the lefties. That's a problem. Kemp is on first. Here's Danny TARTABULL. He is 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play in the 1st inning. Oh, crap. Back-to-back walks for Petry. And I'm not joking. Like, we have to get 6 innings for Petry. Unless his pitch count gets so high. If we have to take an L, we got to take an L, you know? All right. Here's Ron HASSEY. HASSEY's already gone deep today. 1-2 count to HASSEY. A comebacker to Petry. He whirls and throws to second to get the force. And yet we cannot turn 2 with HASSEY running. Now, we will play back for the double play. HASSEY has no speed, and WERTH is average at best. So if we give up a run, we give up a run. 0-2 count to WERTH. They fly ball to right. Well, that'll get the run in anyway. Glenn Wilson's got a great arm, though. Oh, he does tag and score. So give WERTH an RBI on the sac fly. 2 down. And Ruppert Jones batting .333. That's it. Otis Nixon injured himself for 4 months. And Ruppert will get all the starts versus right-handers. And Lee Mazzilli will get the starts versus lefties. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. They do get a run. We still hold the lead. It's 3-2. And Ken Smith will lead off. Striking out. Okay, 3rd K for Rogers. Next up is Glenn Wilson. Wilson popping up. He's 0 for 2 now. Ozzie Smith surely makes a catch. 2 down. Here is Lou Whitaker. Lou's a lefty. And a line drive to second. Let me just consult my notes here on Tiger Stadium. I may have to do this from time to time to remind myself. I think lefties are the lefties hit home runs in Tiger Stadium 31% more likely. And we've had home runs today by Brock and by HASSEY, both left-handers. Right-handers are 7% less likely. Left-handers will get a hit 6% more likely. Right-handers 12% less likely, if you know, in Tiger Stadium. And I don't know why that explains what has happened to Kirk Gibson. But here we go, Oscar Gamble, full count. Wow, that pitch was ball 4, and yet Gamble took a cut. Second strikeout for Petry today. One out for Toby HARRAH. HARRAH, a ground ball to Brock. 2 quickies for Petry. And we're back to Willie Randolph. Third time through the lineup. This is where things get a little rough. A line drive to Brett. Is he going to catch it? 88% of the time he does. He does that time. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Okay, TRAMMELL. He's 1 for 1 today. And a line drive down the right field line. Will he get a double out of it? He does. Great job by TRAMMELL. I just saw the doubles are 12% less likely in Tiger Stadium. And he's a right-hander, so he's got both of those things going against him, and yet it happens. 4 doubles for TRAMMELL. TRAMMELL on second. Nobody out. Here's Terry Kennedy. He's got a hit today. Oh, he goes to left field for a single. I don't know. Will TRAMMELL score on that? He does score, and we will not go for a double with Kennedy's 64 speed. 4-2. Kennedy is 3rd on the team in RBI. Again, one of those things where I just makes it hard for me to start Lance Parrish. Okay, runner on first. Here's Chet Lemon. We're going to hit and run. It's risky. Lemon lines it to center field. That's not going to get it done. Kennedy's got to get back. He does. 1 out. Gibby at the plate. I mean, Gibby's due. We're going to let him take a cut. Base hit up the middle. There we go. Playing the odds of left-handers. Kennedy will halt at second. Pardon me, I need to drink of coffee here. Thank you. So Brock this monster just hit his 3rd home run. It was a 2-run shot, and we have runners at first and second. And this could be a double play situation. Oh, he strikes out looking. That is un-Brock-like. He does take a lot of pitches, though. 2 down. How about George Brett getting off the schneid? He's 0 for 2. We just gave him a day off, for crying out loud. And a ground ball to second. It's hard to argue. The guy's batting .287, but he's not clutch, and he's playing terrible defense. And we're on the hook for another year, I think. So we've made it to the 6th inning. He's only got 79 pitches. Ozzie Smith leading off. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4, so it's no cakewalk. Ozzie Smith flies out to right. Wilson coming in to make that catch. Not Whitaker. 1 out for Steve Kemp. He's 1 for 1 with a walk today. Fly ball to center. Chet the Jet making the catch. 2 outs. Here's Danny TARTABULL. And TARTABULL, slow roller to Whitaker. Error. No, he makes the play. Okay, well, this game is kind of non-eventful. With no wild pitches, balks, pass balls, errors. Are we playing baseball mogul? I don't even know what's happening right now. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We have a 2-run lead. These are the kind of games I like. They feel realistic, whether we win or lose. You know, like I can handle a loss if it's not manufactured by the game. Wow, Kenny Smith striking out. 1 out. Glenn Wilson, he's 0 for 2. He's been quiet. Batting average down to .305. There's a base hit to right, dropping in front of TARTABULL for a single. Good job by Wilson. 1 down. Lou at the plate. Lou is 0 for 2. Full count. And a ground ball to short. That's got to be 2. Yep. A 6-4-3 double play. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Man, we got a lot of lefties coming up, but we have no lefties in the pen today. So we would naturally go with Gumpert in this situation if we were going to go with somebody. So do we trust Gumpert or do we trust Petry, who's already done well today? I think we have to try to go with Petry whether it backfires or not. I think I trust Petry over Gumpert only because Petry had such a good year despite being injured last year. It would have been a great year if he had stayed healthy. So I think we're going to go, even though HASSEY's hit a home run today against him, I think we got to start with Ron HASSEY. And he's going to walk him. So, yeah, nope, popped it up. Oh, man. That was a 3-1 count, and that is like the sure indicator that you're about to get moguled. And yet, HASSEY is out, 1 down. Dennis Worth, I feel okay about this. Worth does have a home run this year. Not this year, I mean in his career versus Petry. And now he's got a blue base hit. All right. 1 swing of the bat will tie it up. I mean, again, Petry or Gumpy Gumpert? I guess when I call him Gumpy Gumpert, it makes it easy to go with Peaches. Peaches or Gumpy? I don't know. We're gonna go with Dan Petry. I don't know. 1-1 count. Okay. A pop up to Brock. Good defensive first baseman, making the play. And we are down to Oscar Gamble. Here we go. The original OG. And a balk. Oh, no. I jinxed us. Now the game is going to start manufacturing shit that is going to affect the game and my anger level. So this run is going to score. There's nothing we can do about it. Doesn't matter if we bring in Gumpy Gumpert or leave Petry out there. 1-0 count to Gamble. Oh, a ground ball to short. Okay. Hey, Petry got his 7 innings. That will be it. Now we'll go to our better pitchers. Willis, and then we'll have our closer, Dave Smith, try to close it out. Let's see if we can't get some more runs here versus Steve Rogers. Not pitching badly. As Alan Trammell leads off. He's 2 for 2 today. And there's a strikeout. Rogers at 90 pitches. That is his 6th K today. He has not walked anybody. I mean, his command is good, and his control is good. Everything is good but the movement. What does that mean? I don't even know. Because it doesn't affect his strikeout total. Anyway, here's Terry Kennedy with 1 down. Kennedy having a good game. He's 2 for 2. 1-2 count to Kennedy. Pulled into right. TARTABULL making the catch. 2 outs. Here is Chet Lemon. Lemon is 0 for 2 today. Batting .210. He does have an RBI. And a fly ball to center. Wow. Chet Lemon. We may have to start platooning him with Kevin Bass. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Great job by Dan Petry today. 99 pitches. This is the perfect time to take him out. He's in line for the win, and we're going to bring in Carl Willis. Carl. I tried to say Carl like the guy on The Walking Dead. His son, Carl. 9th game. 0-0. No runs. He has given up hits now. He hadn't given up any hits until his last performance. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's been really good. He's also really due to get pounded on. Yeah, see, there's 1 2/3 and 3 hits in his last appearance. So, all right. Yeah, all right. I feel very confident that he is a good pitcher to get this done, but he is due. Toby HARRAH leading off. Let's take a look at the in-game stats if you're curious. HARRAH's 0 for 2 today. He's due. 2-1 count to HARRAH. Fly ball to right field. Wilson, no problemo. Next up is Willie. Oh, fudge. I just realized I forgot to do the, you probably were yelling it, I forgot to do the 7th inning stretch contest giveaway. So we're going to do it here in the 8th inning stretch. We like to stretch it later. Willie Randolph flying out to center field. So we'll do it after this final out of the 8th inning. My apologies. I got wrapped up in the excitement. Ozzie Smith. Here we go. Full count, and he walks him. I knew we would not get out of that. And that means Carl is going to have to pitch to Steve Kemp. Kemp's already gone deep today and walked. We're not going to guard the line. We will, however... Well, we're just going to have to pitch to him. Here we go. First pitch swing. Oh. Okay, I don't mean there's 2 outs. Why? Stealing second base means nothing. 3rd of the year. He is a little behind schedule on stolen bases, though. But that you would never do that in baseball. You don't need to worry about a double play. That would actually never happen. You would never try to steal a base with your MVP at the plate. But this game is like a level below Atari baseball. 2-1. And a ground ball to short. Can Trammell make the play? Yes. Okay. Goose Gossage into the game. Let's give it away. Sorry about the 1 inning delay. Here it is as a reminder. It is the Paul Gibson crotch grab card. Now, this card in a PSA 10, a graded 10, does go for $199. This is just the raw version. And as you can see, I mean, it's crisp. It's, I mean, maybe a little left to right on the centering. So that's like maybe a half a point. I don't know. I mean, it's crisp. It's a good-looking card. If you wanted to get it graded, I mean, it may be not worth the $20 it would take to get graded, I guess. But I mean, it's worth $199 at a PSA 10. I looked it up. Okay, so we've got 6 contestants. It's Freddie C., Thomas D., Jason Vermont Sports Guy, Shane M., James K., and Julio L. Because we have 6 contestants, we're going to shuffle it 6 times since it's, we're going to try to, this has been stale sitting here like this for, a month. So we are going to shuffle it 6 times, and then we will hit the wheel, and we will see our winner. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there you go. There's the order. Find your name on the board. See where you're at. I know that there's previous winners in here. Freddie has won before, and Jason, Vermont Sports Guy, I believe has won before. You may have to remind me. I know Freddie C. won the $150 Christian Yelich Topps Update rookie card. I don't think that card is worth $150 anymore, but at the time it was $150. That was the most expensive thing I've given away so far. So I know Freddie won that. I remember that well. Let's, on the count of 3, I guess we click to spin. I got to remember, it's been a while since I've done the spinnerooski. We'll click the wheel and we'll spin and we'll have ourselves a winner. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's see who will be the winner of the Paul Gibson crotch grab card. It's slowing down. James K. perhaps, or will it be Freddie C.? It's going to be close. James K. is the winner. He never wins anything. He always tells me that. So in a sense, I'm happy for James K. to win the Paul Gibson crotch grab card. He secretly admitted to me that he loves crotch grabbing, much like our former president. I don't know that about James K. He never actually said that. But, sometimes cards are meant for certain people. And James K. will get the Paul Gibson card and the Paul Gibson handmade card with its autographed by Jeremy DeYoung. And I'm happy for him. James K., I'll put my email address in the comments below. Please be sure to email me as soon as possible. I'd like to have everything shipped out by Monday. Okay? Thanks, pal. Congratulations. All right. Well, that was exciting. And half my viewers just left. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here. We've got Goose Gossage on the mound. We saw him yesterday. He is tired already. I mean, one day until rested. I believe he pitched multiple innings. Yeah, 2 innings, striking out 3. He was lights out, as was Kurt Kaufman and Dave Righetti. Dave Righetti, I believe, struck out 6 of the 9 batters he faced, or he had 6 in a row for sure. Gibby leading off versus Goose Gossage. Here we go. Hey, a 3-0 count to Gibby, and he takes a walk. Good job by Gibson on first base. Man, now this is a good time to steal. 74% chance to steal second base. We're up 2. The only thing that would be bad is I feel like the momentum shift, which happens when you get caught. I mean, this is what a baseball manager would do. Right or wrong, you have your number 1 stolen base guy on first base, and a good percentage because you have HASSEY, who's not good, not a good arm, and you do have a fastball pitcher. That's the one drawback. So if he throws an off speed, then maybe we have a better chance. But here we go. We're going to try it. Gibson going on the first pitch. It is a fastball, and Gibson steals second base, an 83-mile-an-hour fastball. Didn't put anything on it. That is Gibson's 9th stolen base of the year. He is way ahead of his projected stolen base numbers. Okay, runner in scoring position for Greg Brock. Normally, I would say pull the ball to the right side to get Gibby over, but he just might do it anyway. He is left-handed. Or he could get a hit, or he could maybe strike out. Oh, it's a base hit to right. That paid off. Gibson scores. We will hold Brock to a single. And it's 5-2, Detroit. Great job by Brock. Can we get George Brett going? He's 0 for 3 today. Our middle of the lineup lefties have let us down. 2-0 count to Brett. And a ground ball to second. That could be 2. Brett. Bringing the pain. Bringing the pain. 2 down. Here's Kenny Smith. And he strikes out. Wow. Kenny Smith struck out 3 times today. Doug Baker, he had that golden sombrero yesterday. He struck out 4 times. We go to the 9th inning. We will bring in our closer, Dave Smith. This game has kind of worked out just the way we wanted it to. Am I right? We didn't even have to use Gumpy Gumpert. This is the 9th appearance for Dave Smith. He's 0-1, 2.57 ERA. 7 strikeouts in 7 innings, 3 saves, 1 bluey. Doesn't have really a blazing fastball. Ground ball percentage is 50%. The fastball is his best pitch, though. And a good sinker. Overall, an 85, the 29-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. I don't like to pay closers, but we might have to get it done. What did he do yesterday? He went an inning, struck out 2. That's awesome. That's exactly what we need today. It's TARTABULL, HASSEY, and then WERTH. After that, we got the lefties to make it interesting. Okay, here we go. Daddy TARTABULL leading off the top of the 9th inning. 1-0 count. Easy fly ball to center field. Chester Lemon making the catch. 1 out. Lemon might not really be contributing with the bat, but he is good defensively. Here's Ron HASSEY. He does have a home run today. He's 1 for 3. 3-1 count. And a ground ball up the middle. Good range from WHITAKER. And we are down to our final out. It is potentially Dennis Worth. He's 1 for 2 with a ribby. Full count. And he strikes him out. The Tigers win 5-2. That was a good game. I don't feel like it was much determined by computer AI. I feel like it was actually decisions I made a difference. And that's the way it should feel. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. And it's always nice to win. We sweep the Yankees before we head on the road to face the Brew Crew. No trade offers for us anyway. Let's take a look at the standings. A nice sweep of the Yankees. That gets Boston closer. They're a half game back. Baltimore's 1 game back. We're 3 games back. I feel like we are starting to feel like an actual ball team here. Oakland's a game up on California, who's won 4 in a row. That's weird. They have good pitching, though. Take a look at the National League. Philadelphia's on a 5-game winning streak. They have the most wins in all of baseball. The Dodgers 1.5 up on San Diego. Now I got to think of a new prize to give away for the next series of prizes. I like to give like 4 prizes away a season, so I'll have to think of that. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Nothing to see here. That's from yesterday's 17-inning marathon. You go 17 innings, you got nothing to say about it. Transactions. Trades have got to be happening soon. Nothing here on trades either. Our transactions. We're going to pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We are still giving away the Skip Lockwood autographed photo in the 69 Seattle Pilots what if scenario. Definitely, you can get in on that. Greg Brock, player of the game, by the way. You can get in on that. There is, 3 days left to get in. 2 days, right? So we're in game 160, which will take place tomorrow. So 60 and 61, and we'll do the drawing in game 162. So it's not too late to get in on that, but you have to watch one of those games and then comment on that you want to get in. All right? So Greg Brock, player of the game today. He had the big home run. Did he have the game-winning RBI? He did, actually. 3 ribbies. That's great. Good job by Trammell and Kennedy. Man, the middle lineup lefties did not help us. Kenny Smith struck out 3 times. That's not good. Dan Petry gets the win. He pitched better than I expected. Exactly what we needed. 2-1 on the year. The bullpen did not give up a hit. And Dave Smith gets his 4th save. Steve Rogers, he takes the loss. He's 2-2 on the year. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with the next game in the Tiger series and also game 160 as we are free-falling in the Seattle Pilots what-if scenario. Until then, everyone, have a great day.